It's that time. Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
All right, we are recording.
First off, thank you, Brenda. If the intro is on this time,
Brenda, I doubt that it is.
I don't know. So what's happened this week, guys, is if you heard last week, Brandon is out on a shoot.
Also, I feel like we're back in the Stone Age. There's no video rolling.
There's no video. We don't even have headphones.
We don't have headphones on.
We can't hear our volume. It could
and
be
why
terrible.
don't we have headphones on? Because there's some
enormous hum.
Our producer Brandon isn't here.
I couldn't get rid of it either. Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's kind of nice. Let's call it a technology break, even though we're definitely using technology.
You know what it is? It's Little Talks Unplugged.
Little Talks Unplugged. Nice. Yeah. We're actually fist bumping each other right now. You can't really see that.
But,
So we'll start from the bottom here of just kind of our shout outs. Brandon is with Reynolds and Katie Kite.
Yeah.
And they are in Ohio on an American Augers and Trendcore shoot.
Yep. Top secret products.
Top secret. We can't share the products, but they have sent some real. Ohio this time of year seems lovely.
I'm not a giant infamously not a giant Cleveland fan. In Cleveland,
I
being
don't
in
think
Ohio,
they're in Cleveland.
I know, but there's an association.
They're in the boonies.
There's guilty by
Why
association.
are you not a Cleveland fan?
It's a long story about a trip I took there 13 years ago, but 10 years ago. But I will say the photos they've sent back
looks beautiful.
are incredible. It looks like they're on another planet.
Yeah, it really does. This time of year, especially in August, which we just don't have that luxury down here in Oklahoma because it is scorching hot.
It looks
but shout out to the team. They flew out Sunday. I believe they fly back on Thursday. Almost a full week shoot, and they're crushing it. So yeah. I'm glad it's off to a great start and going really well.
Is Brandon back next week?
And Brandon will be back next week. We'll be ready for Brandon. I actually think I moved the podcast because he has an appointment, but he'll be shooting, so it'll be nice.
Back to normal.
On top, also, it's a client-centric week. We had a team in Moundridge yesterday, up with our friends in Grasshopper. And they had a great kind of media trends presentation as we start all things planning into 2024.
Yep.
And then this Friday, Ditch Witch is in-house for analytics.
Yep.
Their fiscal is November 1st, so that is coming up quickly. So we got a lot of great client things going on.
It's been a lot of meetings. It's been a little quiet at the office, though.
Oh, yeah, but you're loving the quiet, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're loving the quiet. But no, anyway, it's fun. It's so funny. I was telling someone about this. This time of year, I love because, don't get me wrong, I'm all for summer. I'm all for some downtime. But our clients are in the swing of things. We're in the swing of things. It's back to school. Really, today is the official back to school start date for Oklahoma.
My stepson started back to school today.
And so to me, it's like, hey, you know what? We had a nice summer, and now it is time to giddy up and get going because we got a lot of moving pieces before the new year.
Back to school in this time of year makes me feel like a refocus.
Perfect way to put it. Refocus. Yeah. I'm re-energized. I'm feeling good today.
Well,
I really wish we were on camera. Shoot. My goodness. So we got that going on. And then last Friday, Sean Hubbard from Ditch Witch, it was his 40th birthday. And Sean is a good friend. And we had a great day. We were actually at a charity golf tournament together and had a heck of a time over at Grand Lake and had a good day. So Sean, happy 40th. Happy belated. Welcome to the new decade. It's a great one. Roop, you know that decade very well. You just exited it.
Thanks, man. I remember it, yes. Happy birthday, Sean. I would insert birthday music here, but...
I don't know if you... I think you have the capability.
I have to edit this on Brandon's machine. He left it open for me. I'll try. We'll see what happens.
That's cool. Anyway, it was a great Friday, and I hope it was a great weekend, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to dive into some topics today. This is going to be a shorter podcast. It's okay as we get back into the back-to-school swing of things.
Yep.
We know attention spans are limited. So, Roop, take us away. AI topics today. Go ahead,
AI's back. It's been a while since we've talked about AI.
It's timely.
As we've diverted to all things Elon Musk and X or Twitter. But AI's back. We're going to talk a little bit about AI today. We have two AI topics. They're both a little bit related, I would say. These are things you've probably read about or saw a headline. Maybe you didn't click the full article, but you probably read the headline. One of the big ones was that AI is losing a lot of money, ChatGPT in particular, which is OpenAI. The headline was that OpenAI reportedly lost $540 million developing ChatGPT in 2022.
Half a bill.
A separate a separate headline I saw said that ChatGPT this year was losing, I want to say, $700 million.
Saw that this past week.
It's just hemorrhaging money. They aren't making a lot of money. So a lot of times you think, man, this is going to be problematic because if you're a business that's somewhat investing in this or leveraging AI,
which a lot of the big boy businesses are.
A lot are.
Especially on the generative front, which we'll talk here in topic 2.
You almost start to think this is too big to fail. But, the thing here is that like a lot of technologies or a lot of new things that happen on the internet, frequently the first one into the pool is not the winner. And we've seen this with
make the splash.
Make the splash, but they're the ones that will be on a trivia question in 10 years. Who was the first? So one of the things that's happening with the cost or the reason it's expensive is, and a lot of folks that are in the know on this, I've been reading, retroactively say they pointed this out. I don't remember them doing, but say they pointed this out last year. The cost of maintaining servers and the computing power.
Oh my dear Lord, I can't imagine.
To service the power that is AI for ChatGPT is enormous. And a lot of folks said that, the thing was that it wasn't so much that the algorithms and the programming technology didn't exist. The ideas and the formulas all had been there for a long time. It's that those formulas require a lot of computing power to process. And that it's not really cost effective in the landscape that we're in right now. So when you think about it from that point of view, who has the money and the resources and the CPU power and all this? Well, it's going to be your Metas and your Alphabets, Facebook and Google of the world. And sure enough, they're the ones that are starting to invest. And Microsoft has been hanging around there doing quite a bit as well.
Microsoft's done a ton. Everyone's impressed.
Apple's about to roll theirs out. So I think that it'll be unfortunate in a way that OpenAI and ChatGPT really brought this to the masses and then maybe stumble, maybe not, maybe they get bought, maybe something happens. I read they're getting another $100 billion over the next few years. They're trying to raise. Sam Altman's trying to raise for them to keep them going, but the concept is going to be there, whether it's ChatGPT or Apple or Google or someone else.
Well, I think it's a nice segue into topic number 2.
Topic number 2.
So Meta launches a new generative AI tool to help improve the accuracy of actual AI responses. Yep. So they are trying to tackle this problem of generative AI tools producing inaccurate or misleading responses by, ironically, using AI itself via a new process that is calling shepherding.
They call it shepherd. And that's the second big headline you may have seen is that AI is becoming less reliable and its responses are becoming more erratic and less accurate. So, and they aren't really sure what's causing this.
Well, and this is what I like about this. This is designed to critique model responses and suggest refinements.
Yep.
And this, powers that more accurate generative AI output. And here's the thing, Rube. These tools are going to get smarter inevitably. I mean, it's part of the process. Like you said, someone made a splash, and now it's a matter of fine tuning. And but we're still very much at the forefront of this.
Yeah, we're not even a year into it.
And
really.
Trent sent me a tool literally this morning, and it was an AI video tool. Personalization. So it says, hey, enter your name in here. So it says Sam, of course, wants my email. I'll give it my email. And then
that's good. That's good inbound.
It's very good inbound.
Good inbound marketing.
So all of a sudden, you push play on the video. Like I said, it's a video platform that's AI generated, and it is a lady who looks very normal. But as soon as she starts talking, she's very human. As soon as she starts talking, her mouth, it was almost trippy. I actually used that word to Trent in my email back. I was like, man, this was trippy if you've looked at this. And her mouth slightly shifts to the left, and it's talking, but it's kind of like it's lagging, and it's like
falling apart, melting.
It's melting exactly. Yeah. And again, it's there. It's very cool. It's calling, the robot is calling me by name, and it is telling me about this amazing platform, and it is basically human pitching me in a very unhuman-like way.
Very human. So that's kind of the problem, right? Is having enough CPU power to maintain the algorithm so things don't fall apart, getting it to learn more, and making sure the things it's learning and the responses it's giving are accurate. So when Meta jumps in, and this is the one we know about, Alphabet probably has a similar, Apple probably has similar.
Yeah.
I'm sure ChatGPT even is working on something like this. But when someone like Meta, who has deep pockets, is jumping in to say, hey, we know there's a problem with this, but we want to fix it because we still really believe in this technology, it's here. It's not going to fail. It's not going away. The name may change, but it's going to be here.
And here's the thing too, we've hit on the whole maybe misrepresentation of information, and you really shouldn't rely on this. We've talked about that. Everyone knows that. But I was on a magnet call earlier, and there are great ways to still use AI for efficiencies and to streamline your day. So something to keep in mind, something that will obviously just keep this top of mind and look forward to, and just see what happens in the months to come, because so much has changed. I mean, we were talking about it last week, Rube. I think Rocco was there too. Look at this splash that it made in January. Look where we are now. It was a super shiny object. It's still very much, we're talking about it today. It's still relevant. Mm-hmm. But gosh, so much has changed in 8 months.
And the ways you use it,
it is crazy. So those are our 2 topics today.
Yeah, just thought we would just give a little commentary, a little talk about the world of AI as it. You could see it. You could be disheartened if you're a fan of AI. You could see these things and be disheartened, but most folks will point out this is pretty normal in tech cycles.
No, for sure, and that's a great point. We look forward to next week. Brandon is back.
Boy, we look forward to that.
Everything we do. Brandon, shout out. I don't know if you're listening, but you do a lot for us. And I mean, we get so many compliments on this podcast.
Not this exact
Probably
one.
not this one today. But, I'm feeling good about the audio levels. And I just jinxed us. Good thing it's the end of this podcast. You guys have a wonderful week. We will catch you in a normal situation next week. Talk to you then.
Adios.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and heard something to help grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.